Hi, Hitchhiker's Guide to Gardening. I did a video on the almanac and how it's not really as relevant as it once was, and how we can kind of take some information from it. I watched a video there, kind of talking about all the information you can get on the back of these seed packets, and it'll tell you, pretty specific days to sprout, 7 to 14 days until it's sprouted from when you planted it, seed depth, all really helpful things to know when you're planting your seed. They don't tell you the time of year to plant, but they tell you, I'll read it. This giant yellow quadrado bell pepper produces beautiful and blocky fruits with very thick walls. The flavor is outstanding, sweet, and rich. This Italian variety produces very heavy yields and is a real winner after transplanting to garden. With an asterisk, I don't know. As you can see there, this is for yellow peppers. Gusta Italia is the brand, but yeah, it's kind of cool to know. I don't know why. And it tells you that there's a vitamin content of B1, B2, and C. So, that is quite a lot of helpful little tidbits when you're starting your seeds. And every seed packet's going to be different. This is for pumpkin. It says days to sprout, 10 to 20. It's a little longer, as, if you're waiting in anticipation to see little sprouts. That can really be putting your mind at ease, just knowing that it's taking a little longer for these pumpkins to sprout. Start indoors 3 to 4 weeks before last frost. It just says that right at the top here. And that's a recommendation, but essentially they're saying plant it toward the end of the growing season, outdoor, and that's or indoor, and then obviously take it outdoor. Growing pumpkins indoors. This is a large giant variety. Dill's Atlantic Giant PVP pumpkin variety plant, I'm sure, or something like that. That's the variety I got there. I think that's what my grandfather would plant growing up, when we were growing up, in his backyard. I'm not going to read the description for all of these, but it says for eggplant, 7 to 14 days, much like the pepper. It's a nightshade, so a little later in the season, but I also find it cool. It's like this one has B6 and K, vitamin K, which is potassium. So it's also, it's telling you for composting, that could be really helpful. I don't even eat eggplant, so this isn't I'm going to learn to like it. This is kind of it's my first go with eggplant. But yeah, it tells you like what the approximate growing height is going to be. It tells you rows, depth, all that. Really useful when you're planting outdoor, or if you're just starting your seedlings and you don't, it's your first time planting these seeds. Really excited to see what the pumpkins are going to do. I haven't even seen them sprout, though. I planted a few indoors just to see what was going on. I'll show you guys. Today on, popcorn first and foremost. We're doing really well. I planted some in a pot. That seems to be a little happier since it's not root bound. But honestly, if you just leave them, I cracked a few while I was transplanting them, and like they're really fragile when they're really small. Only now are they kind of like sturdying up to the point where I would put them in the ground now. But these are all very root bound, so if you can put them in like I did here, put them in like a little pot, they're much happier. Same with these lemons. I got lemons, all kinds of lemons sprouting. But these have been a couple of years in a larger pot, and they do really well indoor in a pot. Put them out in the summer. And then I planted these red peppers as well, which are doing really well indoor. And of course, I'm planting everything super early because we're limited here to a smaller grow season than historically. So yeah, we got popcorn, which I just bought from as a pack of popping corn, and then I planted the seeds. Got a lot of probably about half of them sprouted, but still quite a lot of popcorn to plant outside. Some peppers there, some chili peppers. There's one popcorn I took and put that into a pot. There is the lemons that are most mature lemons there, but plenty more started all around here. You see some lemons popping up here and there. Some eggplant that just planted today. This is a grape tomato vine, which I'll be putting back outside and hoping it'll yield a lot more. It's been yielding little fruit all winter, so yeah. Just make some room for that in the garden and see what happens there. There's some ginger, same thing from last year's ginger. Mint, some lemons there. So keeping variety, keeping seeds, like those are beans that I'm just trying out, but those beans are the ones that I had from last year's beans. And they're, I started some indoors last year as well from the previous year that I actually have just been keeping beans. And they're doing even better this year. So maybe there's some adaptation going on if you're keeping seeds, specific to your part of the world or even your backyard. You're better off. There's some more lemons here. It's kind of crazy. Like some of them will pop up right away and then some of them will just come in, I have some like popping up in soil that I was just reusing soil from what I thought were failed little lemon pods, and now they're sprouting up like a year after, but I'm letting them all grow. These are chili peppers and more red peppers, all kinds of peppers. Excited to make some hot sauce and some popcorn. So I'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching.